So in this video, I just wanted to take a quick look at the Pentel Graph Gear 1000 mechanical pencil. This is a fairly popular, fairly easy to find mechanical pencil. It has some cool features like the Kuratoga, but not as many as those kind of feature-packed, high-end technical models. This is a pencil that's popular because it's not too hard to find, it's well made, and it's got a very reasonable price point. It retails for right around $10. You could find it for like $7 or $8 if you hunt around online. At a specialty retailer or a local pen store, you might see it a little bit more than that. The distinctive feature of this pencil are the full metal construction and then a few interesting little quirks that we'll run through. The only non-metal part is actually one of the coolest features, and that is it has this knurling with holes in it with a little pieces of rubber that come through. So when you're holding it, you get a nice combination of metal knurling with these rubbery little islands coming up, and you could barely feel them, but it's just enough to get a little bit of extra texture through. Looking at the pen, we could see the pencil. I'll keep saying pencil instead of pen. Graph Gear 1000 Pentel, 0.5 millimeter. The label, again, 0.5 millimeter, 1,000 yen, about $10, and not much else. You'll see it has a slightly strange looking clip. Looks a little bit like an alligator clip, and that's because this clip is actually a functional piece of the pen and how it works. It's not just for holding onto your pocket. And when you can see here, the actual pipe is not extended for general carrying around. So this is pretty blunt, which is nice. When you push down the button, you will extend the pipe, and now you have that sharp little pipe sticking out. Press it a few more times, and some lead will pop out there. So now you're ready to go. To get the pipe to retract, you actually push this down, and now it's ready for moving around again. You can see a little bit of the lead will pop through, and what you really want to do before putting this pencil away, is you would want to give a half click, push that down, and now have the pipe retracted. So I would say cool feature one is that combination grip of the knurling and the rubbery material. Cool feature two is the clip, which will actually let you hide the pipe. This way you will never put it in your pocket with the pipe extended, which I guess is nice too. And then the pencil completely comes apart. So the front end comes off. This piece comes off if you want. You'll see here that there's a window, and we will get to that in a moment. Here you can see what is revealed through the window. And that's your H, 2H, 2B, B. That's basically the hardness of your lead. Maybe it doesn't matter for a lot of people, but these technical pencils, they have a background where that stuff actually mattered. So you might want to keep track of the fact that you have 0.5 B or HB lead in there. And when you tighten down this front piece, it will actually lock down this, so this will not spin freely. The grip will not spin freely. If you loosen this up, even just a quarter turn, then this will spin freely, and you could tighten this back up wherever you want. I actually don't even know what hardness of lead have in there, so we'll just go with 2B. Just to go back to the construction, that all comes apart. And what else? Oh yes, and then this piece comes off. This is just a little cap, just there for aesthetic purposes. Just a stamped metal, maybe steel. Small eraser, but that's easy to find replacements of. Eraser comes out, so you can see it's actually not that small. So use your eraser, and then you could push it up over time as it wears down. Good fit there. And that is about it as far as it comes apart functionally. I think you could take it apart past that, but there's really no need. especially not for art purposes. Lock that down. It's good to go. And you can see has 0.5 on the top. And again, that's another remnant of this being a true technical pencil, because you would, a lot of technical items, you would have them stacked, but you might have all of your pencils, 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, 1.0 millimeter, 2.0, and all these other things back together. You'd have them upright so you could grab what you needed as you're working. So a lot of the technical items, you do see markers on the top like that. Just to get a better look at the click, you have a full click like that, and that will extend the pipe. And now this is only halfway down. Again, full extended, pipe extended, and now to put out more lead, you get that half click. And you can see in this window here what's happening. You can see a little shelf there that goes down, locks, the clip springs forward, and then that will let it out. So it's a little bit of a violent action when you're pushing it, and then especially now, I'm not sure how that's going to impact the life of the pencil. I haven't had any problems with this one. I haven't heard about any issues, but it does seem like a tough action that will wear it down eventually. It's also strange because it means that the little spring in here, you can kind of just see that bent piece of steel, actually is a mission critical item. So if that were to break, or this clip were to become loose or fall off, then your pencil's no good. It's not just that you can't clip it, it's that the pipe won't stay extended, and this won't be here to lock that in, and your pencil will be useless. So not a huge deal, but if you are clipping this onto things, you want to be careful how you remove it, because if the clip breaks, your pencil's a goner. So this is just the standard Pentel 0.5 millimeter ink, or lead rather, so there's really not a whole lot to do here. Just standard 0.5 millimeter pencil lead. This would, I don't know what else to say. That's how it writes. It writes nicely. You can put in any lead you want with it. If you want to refill the lead and get some more in there, you would just remove the eraser and pop it in there, and that's good to go. So just to wrap it up, that is the Pentel Graph Gear 1000. Nice pencil. I don't think it's as cool as the Delgard or the Kuratoga. Those are a little bit more true, like they're a little bit more, have a little bit more appeal to me, as to say. But I do like this one's dual grip design. That's very cool. I like the little features, like the hardness indicator, cool old school logo, and that sort of stuff. I like the technical heritage of it, but I tend to lean towards the Kuratogas just because they rotate the lead. This does not. This has a conventional lead feed, no spinning, nothing like that. It just extends it, puts it back. This is not spring loaded like the Delgard, so breakage on this could be higher, but it does have a longish pipe. So if you keep your lead down nice and short, breaking won't be a problem, and you won't have the sponginess of the Delgard, which I know some people do not like. When you retract the tip, or the pipe rather, you can see it's got a nice solid tip. I think it's pretty good looking, and it's not going to hurt if you throw this in your bag or throw it in your pants. It won't poke you in the leg the way a pipe would. The pipe is like a syringe. You want to be careful with that. So for $8, I think it's a really nice pencil. Again, not the one I would go with, but it's a great option. And if you prefer something all metal with a little bit more weight to it, then this is going to be a very popular option, and you'll like it probably more than the Kuratoga or the Delgard. Those other ones have slightly larger grips that I find to be more comfortable, especially for a very exacting drawing, which you would use with a pencil, but that's just me. And I will follow this up if people are interested with some more pencil comparisons. So I know picking out the right one for your needs can be a challenge. So thanks for watching.